Alright, so here we are, just at the last step before the big 6.0 update and the launch of the second phase of version 5.8, while a whole new region is already peeking over the horizon. You know, if you miscalculate now, you could end up short by a single 10 pull when characters like Flins or Lauma show up, and I really do not want that to happen to you. In this video, I'm going to do something a bit unusual. I'm going to add up everything you can still earn in the second half of 5.8 and then stack it with all the realistic sources in 6.0. The reason for this is simple and very practical. Several trusted leakers suggest that characters like Nahida, Lauma, and the Sumeru Chronicled Wish will land in the second phase of 6.0, which means you might want to save everything through the end of 5.8, grab every last Primogem you can in 6.0, and then decide what to do. That is why I am bundling both windows in one place right now before the chaos starts. Out of Primogems? Don't worry, I've got a way to save money and get double the Genesis crystals. This is Lootbar.gg. It works just like the in-game top-up system, but with up to 25% off, and new users even get a 10% extra discount using the link in the pinned comment. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $85 on Lootbar, and each update they release an exclusive $77 bundle available for your first purchase every version. All you need is your UID, no password, no login. Just pick your bundle, select your server, enter your UID, and your crystals get delivered in seconds. Lootbar has awesome reviews. It's fast, secure, and trusted by tons of players. If you're planning to recharge for Genshin Impact, Star Rail, or Wuthering Waves, don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and top up now with Lootbar. Safe, fast, and way more affordable. To give you some quick context so we are all on the same map, the second phase banners in 5.8 are Chaska and Mualani. Then, in 6.0, the four headliners are Yellen, Flinses, Nahida, and Lauma, with the exact order still a bit fuzzy. It's very likely that the Sumeru Chronicled Wish will appear alongside the Nahida rerun. And looking one patch beyond, early chatter suggests that 6.1 brings Nefer, a Dendro Bow user, plus Jehoda as a 4-star, a Varessa rerun, and Durin as a Pyro Sword off-field supporter. All of that means your Primogem plan should not stop at 6.0 day 1. You really want to have a full patch view. Let's start with the backbone, something everyone can earn without doing anything fancy: daily commissions. From now through the end of 6.0, if you just log in and finish your 4 dailies every single day, you are looking at 60 Primogems per day over 63 days. That adds up to a clean 3,780. Main story Primogems in 6.0 are looking solid. The Archon and Region quests add roughly 440, split between 120 flat Primogems and the rest converted from 2 pulls. Side quests and world quests push in more value, around 370. Now exploration is where the range really widens. The new map is massive, and early test routes suggest roughly 1,800 Primogems from chests, puzzles, one-offs, and first-time clears. Because we are so early, treat those numbers as reasonable targets, not promises, but they're a great planning baseline. Offerings in the new regional system also matter. The current estimate is 1,250 Primogems plus 8 standard fates tied to the new offering tree. To keep the core count focused on limited pulls, I'm not adding those 8 standard fates into the wish total, but do not forget they exist. They're free rolls for the standard pool and a nice side cushion. Achievements are easy to ignore and easy to love. Expect around 305 Primogems in 6.0 from the usual mix of exploration, combat, system, and story triggers. You will pick most of these up naturally while unlocking the region, but it is always worth skimming the new tabs to target a few quick wins. Update maintenance rewards are the classic kickoff gift. 600 Primogems land in your inbox right at the start of 6.0, so please do not forget to claim them. There are also other small sources that add up over a full patch. Web events, the Hoyo daily login, and community drops together give around 500 Primogems across the window. I am including that in the plan because we see it every patch cycle. The payment shop also resets twice across this period, which means you can buy 10 intertwined fates with Stardust. That's roughly 1,600 Primogems in value. Endgame content gives a real boost. We get one Imaginarium Theater reset in the back half of 5.8 and one in 6.0. That is 2,100 across both, because the theater reward increases in 6.0 from 800 to 1,300. The Stygian Onslaught resets in 6.0 for another 450 Primogems if you clear it. Spiral Abyss resets twice inside the 6.0 window, which is 1,600 if you can full-star both halves. Events are your short-term lifeline. Before we cross into Nod Cry, there is still one event left in 5.8 Phase 2, Mementos of Tevat, Prelude of the Frozen Veil, which is worth 420. In 6.0, the main seasonal event looks like 1,000 Primogems, and 2 smaller events worth 420 each, so another 840 in total. Seriously, do them even if the mini-games look silly. Your future 10-pull does not care how you earned it. Now let's put it all together. The free-to-play total across the rest of 5.8 and all of 6.0 lands around 20,975 Primogems, which is roughly 131 pulls. That is the number you should hold in your head if you are saving hard. If you also buy the Blessing of the Welkin Moon for this period, you can add about 5,670 Primogems, which lifts the total to roughly 26,645 Primogems, or about 167 pulls. If you plan to pick up the 6.0 Battle Pass as well, that adds about 1,320 Primogems more in value, bringing the grand total to roughly 27,965 Primogems, or around 175 pulls. Those are strong numbers for a region launch. After a quieter end to Natlan, it really does feel like Genshin is rewarding patience right when it matters. A few honest notes before you run to the comments with your corkboard. First, some of these numbers are early and can shift, especially with the new map. The totals I gave are realistic targets based on current information, not guarantees. Second, try not to compare your exact count to the headline number if you skip events or if Spiral Abyss gives you stress. This is a plan, not homework. Third, think about opportunity cost. If the Sumeru Chronicled Wish appears with a weapon banner full of premium signatures, and if Nahida and Lauma really do share the window, you may want to put most of your 6.0 earnings there rather than spending down on day one. The whole point of counting ahead is to buy yourself the freedom to choose. We finally have a clear picture of how many Primogems we can carry into the moonlit streets of Nod Cry. It is a lot better than it looked a month ago, and that is great news after a pretty dry spell. If this breakdown helped you breathe easier, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here at the end of Natlan. And if you like this kind of clear, simple planning, consider subscribing.